one of the new services that we're offering here at FFR Trading, and that is the Elite Trade Alerts. So let me get into the Elite Trade Alerts, guys, because there's a lot to this program. There's a lot of information on the slide here, but let me go through kind of piece by piece here. This is a premium options trading service that was developed by Chuck and offered now in partnership with FFR Trading. It's built on Chuck's proprietary PowerTrend System. This is a service designed for active traders. If you're seeking, consistent data-driven trade opportunities, any market conditions like they were talking about, it doesn't matter if it's bullish, bearish, sideways markets, volatility, all right, it takes advantage of all those conditions. What makes it unique? It's a systematic rules-based approach. So the PowerTrend system identifies high probability trade setups using a combination of fundamental and technical analysis, including Keltner channels, and it can utilize those for entry points or to help optimize entry points. It's versatile across markets, so it's built to generate profit opportunities in trending, non-trending, like we talked about, volatile markets. And I believe this utilizes both weekly and monthly options. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right, John. It's going to use both of those.
And every trade recommendation, right, passes strict selection criteria. So only the top tier stocks and ETFs are going to make the cut here. All right, how does it work? The trade signals are delivered via email and text, often during market hours. I know you said in the past, Chuck, sometimes the entries the following day sometimes can provide better fill opportunities. So there's an opportunity if you don't get in immediately, but obviously you don't want to chase trades. Simple execution, so the alerts are going to include clear, actionable instructions for entries, exits, even partial exits. Trades typically take only a few minutes to implement, so there's really no need to have to sit at your computer all day to partake and be part of this service. You also get a lot of educational support. I think Blaine went through a lot of these things. It's going to be very similar with the Elite Trade alerts, but it's going to have its own set. So all the opened and closed trade histories will be there, all the educational, the video library, the teachings of Chuck's full methodology, the Elite Strategy Guide, a master class, a getting started guide. And then we'll talk about or Blaine has talked about the proprietary trade calculators to analyze the trade potential before you even get into the trade. All right, that's all going to be part of that. You can have your own login and access to that. There's the trade of the day. That's the e-newsletter, and of course the phone and email support from Chuck and his team. Let's see. This is again for active traders. If you're looking for consistent, trade alerts, beginners. If you're looking to learn a proven strategy from a legendary trader like Chuck Hughes. Or if you're an investor, you're wanting to trade without having to babysit positions all day. So anybody can get involved here. They do recommend that you have an account size about $10,000. That's to trade, one contract per recommendation. It's designed to be accessible. So even if you're new to options or you can't monitor markets all day. And guys, anything that I left out, I know it's a lot, and I wanted to kind of go through it quickly and cover as much of the ground as I could there.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention again that this is not day trading; it's position trading. So you don't have to be glued to your computer during the day. If a trade alert comes out and you're busy that afternoon, or you're running errands or working, whatever, a lot of times if you take the trade the next day, you can even get a better fill. So it's not urgent that you take the trade immediately when the trade signal comes out. About half the time, if you wait, you can get even a better fill the next day or later in the afternoon.
Right, fantastic. And let's go over the performance history overview here. So these are results going back to April of 2023 through April of this year. A few things I want to point out, and then whatever you guys want to point out here as well. A lot of people like to look at the win percentage. Very high win percentage. It's winning 79% of the trades. It's phenomenal. And what does that mean? Well, when you're following, signals, it's much easier to tolerate when you have a high win percentage, right? So we don't run into a lot of losing trades in this case. So very important. The let's see, average winner here, okay, $580. And you can see the average loss, just $396. So the wins on average are bigger than the losses, and you have a high percentage win rate. So those two things coupled make it a very, easy strategy to follow and to tolerate because of the fact there's not a lot of losing trades in that. And when the losses do come through, they're small and controlled relative to the size of the winners. The gross profit there of $57,386, again, is based on a $10,000 account size, allocating approximately $1,200 per trade recommendation. And these figures are non-compounded. And that resulted in a net profit of $46,705. Anything else, you guys? And again, past performance, guys, doesn't promise future success. Trading involves risk. Anything else that you guys want to add to these incredible numbers here?
Yeah, one thing that really stands out to me, John, would be the figure that's in the lower right of the table there, the profit factor, because you touched on the great win rate that Chuck's been able to accomplish with Elite Trade Alerts, having 79% winners, and then you also touched on the average win and loss, which showing a nice difference, much larger average win than the average loss. But what that profit factor right there is doing is over this entire scope of when these results were tallied up for, coming out with a profit factor of 4.37 is very impressive. It really speaks to the magnitude, Chuck, of the true profitability of what the Elite Trade Alerts has been able to achieve over this couple-year period here, because what this is doing is it's taking the total, so the gross wins, and dividing that by the gross losses. So your total profits divided by the total losses. And, generally if you get a profit factor of about 1.5, that means that you're making money. It's a profitable system, that it's viable. Anything above that, well, that's just gravy. That's even better. Seeing a profit factor, Chuck, of 5.37 really speaks to the magnitude of the profitability of the system.
Yes, yeah, I was going to mention that too, Blaine. Our goal in our trading service alerts is to maintain a profit factor of 3.0 or better. If you have a profit factor of 3.0 or better, you'll tend to stay with the system during drawdowns and losing periods. There's always losing periods with these trading services and trading systems. But if you have a profit factor of 3.0 or higher, you're going to be able to withstand those drawdown periods, come back, and when the market gets good again, you're still hanging in there, and you can succeed as a trader. So you have more confidence when you have a profit factor of 3.0 or better. And the profit factor is calculated by simply dividing the gross profits by the gross losses. And as you mentioned, Blaine, 1.5 or higher means the system is profitable, and that you'll be able to stick with it more readily through drawdown periods. And of course, a profit factor less than 1.0 is a losing system. So really, really important number here in this array of statistics is that profit factor, high profit factor, 5.37.
Amazing, amazing. And guys, look at the monthly average over that period, averaging almost $2,000 a month. Think about what that would do for your returns. Maybe you're 50 years old. You've got maybe you're going to have to work till you're 72. Think about starting with $10,000 and what these kind of numbers would do compounding over that period. Phenomenal. It's a 19% monthly average return. It's mind-boggling. Run that through a trade calculator, and you'll see what I'm talking about.